Life is painful. Life is unfair. Life is beautiful. We'll go through so much on a daily basis. Every one last one of our lives is filled with some level of intensely unjustifiable pain that feels both random as it is useless for it to even exist or be there. And it's a struggle to deal with. It is. But have you guys ever stopped to consider if all that pain and unfairness is justifiable, or rather, in a way, fair? Each and every one of our lives have some level of extreme pain. I'm no different, and I'm sure you aren't any different either. We all have to have our problems in life. We all run into them. Maybe your wife just died. Maybe your best friend dog passed away. I mean, my dog, who was my literal everything, just recently passed. Maybe you don't know how you're going to make next month's rent, but I want to use these examples not as a form of complaining or whining, but rather recognizing that pain, everyone deals with trauma. Everyone's trauma is valid. You're no different. So don't treat yourself different like that. Don't give yourself shit, when life gives you shit. I mean, this is a really corny phrase, but when life gives you lemons, you do make lemonade. So, like, for example, for me, when my dog, who was my everything, died, what did I do? Well, I broke down at first completely, but I just kept on thinking about the situation over and over again in my head and thinking of how I should frame it. But I eventually settled on one thing. It's that what I learned was loneliness and the pain of losing a loved one made me realize something. It made me thinking about that corny phrase, when life gives you lemonade, it makes you lemonade. And I came to realize that I don't need connection in my life in order to be a happy individual. I'm a single guy. I don't have friends that I hang out with. I don't really talk to anybody. Like, I guess you can consider, like, I'll talk to my brother a couple minutes when he picks me up. But outside of that, no, I just got myself. And that's how it is for a lot of, guys my age in today's generation, and girls as well. But especially guys. Guys are going through an epidemic right now of very, very intense loneliness. And most of them just have no clue what to do with all this pain. And I'm no different. I was insanely lonely, and it destroyed me just only a few years ago. But perspective is everything. It really is. I could have looked at the situation where my everything died, and I could have just ended things there when things weren't going right for me. I could have spiraled extremely hard, but that doesn't need to happen. These emotions that we give ourselves, they're on us. The mind is only there to produce thoughts and give a conclusion to a situation. There's a third part that a lot of people refuse to believe about our minds, and then that our mind is as just like a computer and AI, in the sense that you have the control. It's not easy. It's the hardest thing a lot of us can do. It was the hardest thing I had to do in my life. But if you form a base protection over that pain, the pain doesn't go away, but it lessens. It lessens a lot. I'm no longer lonely. I'm a fulfilled man. I shouldn't be right now from all the pain and trauma that I've gone through constantly. But I don't let that get to me anymore. It's also unfair that part of the unfairness in life is just simply completely helpless. And so, like, for example, your company closed and now you're out of the job. There was nothing you could do about losing your job there. And there's a lot of helpless, like fully helpless situations in life that just punches you a few times really hard. But another thing you've got to realize is helpless situations, they're guaranteed and they're plentiful and they're coming and they have come. It's just another part of life. So accept it as just that. Be fully accepting of the helplessness. Because guess what? There's nothing you can do about it, man. Besides giving yourself that perspective. I find it really sad that a lot of people in my generation, or just in general, people in general say that it's just cope. It's just a heavy cope to be telling yourself all these positive things constantly. It's just cope to get out of a bad situation. And people say like, oh, that's cope, that's a lie. If you're in a shitty situation, that's it. And there's nothing you can do to improve your situation in a meaningful way. I get where that comes from because I was in that level of pain for nearly a decade. But we just got to see these helpless situations as something to accept. There's nothing wrong about that. It's not your fault. At the beginning of this video, I said something kind of weird. I said that what if all this unfairness and extreme pain that we all go through in trauma, what if that unfairness was fair? Which sounds like a paradox. But why I say that is simply put, number one, you're not supposed to be here. You aren't supposed to be here. Like, you know, winning the Powerball lottery? Yeah, that's a 1 in 1 chance compared to you being born. Plus, you only get one of these. You only get one life. And on top of that, you're lucky to live 75 years. So do make the most of your life. Don't waste your time wallowing in pain. Number one, you don't need to. And number two, you don't deserve it. You don't. But on that note, guys, I have a question for you. What is one thought loop that you guys get stuck in, that you still struggle with getting out of? One thought loop that I still struggle to this day is telling myself that I hate myself. But like just like the point that I'm trying to hammer into you guys, you know, they're just thoughts and they can be manipulated to any way you want. You know, if you want a positive brain, good mental health, go get it, man. No one's gonna give it to you. It's gonna require a lot of work too. But I did it. I shouldn't be a lot. Like I didn't think that like I was even gonna live at 18, and yet now I'm in this amazing I'm doing so well for myself. Don't let your pain define you. Never.